Now I feel you though. I feel you, my boy. Narrow knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like yo, go catch the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Catch the whole video. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. It's wholesome. I don't want to just like take that. That's the kind of thing I don't want to. I really don't want to replicate that all in the name of reaction and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the whole general idea is identification. Realize what you're supposed to identify within, things like the beliefs that had you believing in things like generational curses. Because I feel like the same mechanism of identification can be applied in uh, 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 realizing your generational blessings. You know what I'm saying? And all of that has awareness in it, man. My bad. All of that has to do with awareness. Be aware of the generation that came before you. Be aware of the time that they lived through. You know what I'm saying? See how, you know what I mean, self-limiting things like self-limiting beliefs, self-limiting speech, self-limiting habits. You see what I'm saying? Because of what the time of that moment had to, limit within them. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I done went through a time when, I've blamed the people that have brought me up for a whole lot, for so long. You feel what I'm saying? And then now, but, I'm in the middle. I play within the cusp of Gen Z and millennial. 96, right? Phrase 96, hence the thing. But it's like, yo, the time that I was born and had to come up in. Yo, shit, my bad. I think I need a glass of water at this point. Hold on. Shit done. Sorry, y'all. Congested thingy. Yeah, shit's different. And then you look at like my parents. My parents like, I'm like 25 years younger than my youngest parent. You feel what I'm saying? So how they grew up, the ideas that they done developed within their growing stages of like what to believe in, what to keep as something to repeat in your mind. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I've recognized my opportunity to change that. And that's what my boy Nero was talking about too. Change those self-limiting beliefs if you feel like that's what's keeping you, stuck or just keeping you contained when you just want to advance out of the environment that you're in, out of these cycles that you keep repeating. You know what I'm saying? And that too takes self-awareness, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at what's at your disposal right now. You growing up right now. Your ways, the opportunities for you to make money. You know what I'm saying? Dive within those. Feel me? Although obviously we do have to point out the resistance that comes with like the people that came before you, aka your parents, my parents. People that came before me, they never had these opportunities. So obviously they're not secure in my pursuit of those opportunities. They're not secure. They're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? They might just think, dog, if you're not working for anything for the government, something, go use this piece of paper, that you graduated from XYZ, go work for the government, something. Whereas at the same time, the kind of pressures in terms of working, because I am a working citizen, you know what I'm saying? I'm transitioning out of that. You feel what I'm saying? To a mind like my parents' mind, it's like, bro, that's crazy. But I feel like, as we move forward, like even the generation that came before, or the generations that gave birth to Gen Zs and millennials, like they are seeing it too these days. I'm talking about just even the understanding of what I need to pursue to make myself, be in a comfortable position to advance myself and to gain that respect and to initiate that generational blessing, bro. To be like, okay, the people coming after me can also feed off of this that I've started, aka the legacies that I'm gonna, build off of these modern tools like online. You know what I'm saying? The online systems of the world. And the advantage you can take in terms of new methods of investing in shit, right? Passively investing in shit, new tools to just like get that going. You feel what I'm saying? And then so starts the generational blessings. They keep that going, they keep that going, they keep that going. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like even ways of education may just be changing. You know what I'm saying? Like how to educate yourself. You don't need to just like pay for an institution that's gonna just chew away at your pockets to get, you know, yourself or people around you educated, or your kids educated. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just limiting these beliefs that we've maintained, right? So that the narrative switches. Yeah, gaining an awareness, making shit mean different than what it's meant for the past 2,000 years, if need be. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and just continuing with those new thought patterns that you change for yourself, no matter the resistance, right? Because that's another thing that keeps people in fear. He was talking about fear, the fear of, you know, advancing. You know what I mean? The fear of the unknown. You feel me? How is it gonna look if I change these things? How is it gonna, you feel what I'm saying? For example, like just like changing things like your surname, your last name, if need be, creating a last name for your kids, things like that. You know what I mean? I don't know, double barreling the thing, but a whole lot of these things is changing anyways. You feel me? And yeah, just awareness is all it takes, bro. Be aware of what we've been working with, aka the generations that came before you. How to change what you need to change, right? Continuing that so that becomes a belief system. You know what I mean? That belief system, you know, manifests the reality that you're trying to create generationally, nigga. We're talking generational blessings. You know what I'm saying? But another thing that I've realized too, generations, they do flip, bro. They can flip, bro, and then they can resemble curses. They can resemble curse energy from just how the next generation feels about this. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they're gonna develop their own understanding of how their own life needs to unfold, regardless of like you being connected with them, right? And leaving behind a frame of thought that they can inherit, right? They can look at them and be like, nah, I ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all know the world that we live in, bro. Shit. Anyway, man.
You know, there's something absolutely extraordinary.
I don't know who of y'all are familiar with Alan Watts, but yeah, man. Right here, nigga. This, I don't even know to say philosopher or psychologist. I don't know. Is there a difference even with this guy? Or genius? You know what I'm saying? What happens when two awakened souls meet? Mr. Watts, man. Alright, let's tap in.
Occurs when two people who have genuinely awakened to their true nature encounter each other. It's not what the